Namaskar, I'm Dr. Ipshita Johri. I'm a dermatologist and I totally get your problem. Therefore, in this video, I'm here today to talk about all the causes of premature hair graying because it's important to know the cause to know the permanent treatment. I'm also going to tell you 10 methods to prevent premature hair graying, and not just that, I'll also give away 5 secret home remedies to take care of your premature gray hair. So let's start with the causes. The 3 main causes when it comes to premature hair graying are genetics, most important, nutrition and lifestyle, and third one is the pollution or the environmental factors. So let's start with the genetics. If you have someone in your family who has a history of premature graying, maybe your parents or grandparents, they had premature graying of hair. That is, instead of 60s, maybe they started having premature graying, that is, in their 40s, they had their hair going gray. Then you have a probability to have gray hair starting from your 20s. Why so? Well, all the genetic diseases, they follow this pattern, that it shifts generation to generation at a younger, be it diabetes, be it blood pressure or heart problems. You see, your grandparents had it at a later age than your parents, and you are supposed to have it even sooner because of the changes in the environmental and the lifestyle factors in the new generations. Therefore, premature graying is absolutely normal if you're getting it 10 to 20 years ahead of time if your parents also had the same thing. The second factor for which you can actually do something about is your lifestyle. Lifestyle factors have an important impact when it comes to hair graying. The most important being nutrition. Vitamins like vitamin B12, vitamin E are required for healthy hair, and also you require minerals like copper and iron to help in the growth of melanin pigment, that is the brown pigment that actually gives color to your hair. If you have deficiency of these nutrients, you might get premature hair graying. If you are under stress, that also causes premature graying. You will see that a person who had a lot of stress for maybe 6 months or 8 months suddenly has a lot of hair fall or their hair might turn grey. Well, let me tell you that even electronics are not so safe. The blue light that your mobile phones and your laptops emit, and if you are under a lot of contact of these electronic devices, you might be affected with premature graying as a result of more exposure to the blue light, which is actually damaging to your melanin cells. Lack of exercise is the 5th factor under lifestyle that might impact premature hair graying. So if you are a couch potato, get up and do some exercise, because when you are exercising, the metabolism increases and you get proper oxygen and nutrition in your hair root cells. Therefore, proper melanization of the cells will lead to brown pigmentation and prevent premature hair graying. Lastly, coming to the environmental factors which can lead to premature graying. In this, number 1 is pollution, number 2 is sunlight, and number 3 is chemicals. Pollution. When you are exposed to a lot of pollution, dust, smoke, all of these have certain chemicals and gases which are actually damaging to your hair root. The second factor is sunlight. It's amazing to get that sunlight, but not too much. If your scalp is directly in contact with UV radiation for a long period of time, the radiations can actually damage your melanocytes, which are the melanin producing cells. The damage to melanin will lead to premature graying of hair. So stay away from direct exposure to too much harsh sunlight. Factor number 3, chemical graying. Chemical graying is very prevalent these days because of popularity of treatments like Botox and keratin. Also, coloring, highlighting might lead to damage to the melanin and the melanocytes, which lead to further graying of the hair. So stay away from chemicals as far as your scalp is concerned. If you are going for any chemical treatments, stay at least 2 inches away from the scalp, and you can do whatever you want to do with this dead tissue. But do not apply these chemicals on your scalp. So now I've covered almost all the reasons why you might be getting premature hair graying. Could you identify the reasons in your lifestyle? Tell me in the comments below and wait for my next video in which I'm going to discuss 10 ways of prevention of premature hair graying and also 5 home remedies to prevent hair graying. This is Dr. Ripshita Johri, your dermatologist, signing off. Namaskar.